Hello everyone. Today's collective worship is all about the theme of responsibility. So we'll start off with lighting the candle together. I light this candle to remind us that God is with us and that Jesus is the light of the world. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I expect when a teacher is needing someone or some children to do a job for them, I would imagine one of the first things that goes through their mind is who's responsible? Who can I trust? Who can I rely on to get this important job done? And when you leave school and you start applying for jobs, the employers that you might be meeting, they'll be looking for a responsible person because they need someone that they can trust and rely on to get the job done. The story that I'm going to read today, I'm not sure if the main character will be quite so lucky at getting a job straight away. So you listen, it's called The Birthday Present. Malcolm's mum fell ill on the very day that they were due to visit Grandma for her birthday. "You'll have to go on your own," moaned Mum. "I really don't think I'm up to the journey." "Go on my own," repeated Malcolm, looking worried. "I've never been to Gran's on my own before." "It's easy," explained Mum. "Catch the number 6 bus from the end of the road and get off at the park gates. Take the path straight through the park and Gran's house is right opposite the exit." "I think I can remember that," said Malcolm unconvincingly. "I'll set off straight away." "I've left a present by the door," explained Mum. "It's a glass vase, so be very careful with it. And there's an envelope with some money inside to help Gran with her electricity bill. Put it inside your pocket." Malcolm collected the present, which was a bright yellow carrier bag, stuffed the envelope into his pocket and shouted goodbye to his mother as he set off to the bus stop. He was very proud that his mother thought him responsible enough to take the journey on his own. The bus was late in arriving, but Malcolm paid his fare and he took his seat on the upper deck. It was only a 10-minute journey to the park gates, but the steady rhythm of the bus made Malcolm feel sleepy. Placing the birthday present on the seat by his side, he closed his eyes and drifted away, daydreaming of cream cakes and fizzy drinks. The next thing Malcolm remembered was being shaken firmly by the shoulder. He opened his eyes to see the bus driver standing over him. "Come on, lad," said the driver. "We've reached the bus station. It's time for you to get off." "The bus station?" gasped Malcolm in horror. "I should have got off 3 stops ago, at the park gates." He reached for the present by his side, but there was nothing there. It had gone. Malcolm glanced around frantically. He got on his knees and looked under the seat. It was no use. The present had vanished. Someone must have stolen it while he was asleep. "Oh no," he muttered to himself as he descended the stairs and jumped off the bus. "What am I going to do?" Then an idea floated into an empty head. "I know. I'll borrow some of the electricity money and buy her a new vase. Gran won't know any difference." As luck would have had it, there was a home store right opposite the bus station. Malcolm chose a lovely blue vase and paid for it with a £5 note from Gran's electricity money. "She's no idea how much Mum sent her," thought Malcolm, replacing the remaining £15 into the envelope, "so she won't miss £5. He set off back along the bus route to the gate parks. He was quite tired again by the time he got to the park, so he sat down on a wooden bench for a rest. The sun was shining and the day was warming up nicely. Malcolm put Gran's present on the bench by the side as he watched a group of children playing football nearby. One huge lump of a boy belted a football and it flew towards Malcolm. Before he could react, there was a smash of glass as the ball thumped into the birthday present. The children ran off as Malcolm peered into the bag at the broken pieces of vase. "I don't believe it," he said. "I'll have to buy her another one." As luck would have it, there was a supermarket opposite the park gates. Malcolm dipped into the electricity envelope and came out of the supermarket entrance 5 minutes later carrying a lovely green vase in a plastic supermarket bag. "She won't know any different," he thought, and £10 will still help towards the electricity bill. Taking the short path through the park, Malcolm arrived at his Gran's house and knocked confidently on the front door. Malcolm, said his gran in surprise. How nice to see you. You managed to find your way all right then. Easy, lied Malcolm. There wasn't a problem. Come on inside, said Gran, opening the door wide to allow him through. I brought you a present, said Malcolm, proudly holding up the plastic bag. Just as Gran reached out to accept it, Malcolm sneezed violently and the bag slipped from his grasp. There was a crash on the wooden floor, and the two of them stared down in silence. Never mind, said Gran. I'm sure it was a very nice present. It was a glass vase, explained Malcolm, and then remembering the envelope, he withdrew it from his pocket and said, But you've got this as well. It's £10 to help towards your electricity bill. Well, I'll tell you what, said Gran, accepting the envelope. I've just paid my electricity bill. Why don't I use it to buy a new vase, hey? It can be our little secret. Good idea, agreed Malcolm. And then, with a broad smile, he said, I know a couple of good shops that sell vases. Perhaps we could take a little walk. And that's the end of the story there. I wonder if you think Malcolm was irresponsible or whether he was unlucky, or maybe a little bit of both. Perhaps you might want to talk about that after I leave you, and you also might want to talk about how you're responsible at home and the things that you do at home to help your family, and you're showing your responsible qualities. We'll finish with a prayer, so you might want to close your eyes or bow your head. Dear God, help us to grow up to be trustworthy and responsible people. May we work hard, play fairly, and always do our best in everything we do. As we live our daily lives, may we always remember that you are there to guide us. Amen. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and the weekend is soon here. So have a lovely weekend, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.